Software, basically, it's a, what is it? It's a means of developing software. It's a type of online community. It's a movement. Sometimes it's also an ideology, but in the bottom line, it's really a new phenomenon. The key features, it involves unaffiliated and globally distributed individuals and organizations. It has a set of work patterns which are self-organized and seemingly chaotic, sometimes referred to as the bazaar. And it involves voluntary participation of contributors without direct financial incentives. The next slide I show are the required graph of the web server software, Apache versus Microsoft, updated to February, which, by the way, Microsoft made a pretty good move on them, but they still couldn't catch them. All right, the next slide is titled The Open Source Method. And basically, this says that some researchers suggest that the methods used in open source software projects actually represent a new mode of... Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I heard you, the static. Sorry. They actually represent a new mode of... Okay. New mode of production and innovation, which may have application beyond software. These suggestions, though, have been quite speculative, and there really have been no concrete examples provided, with the possible exception of the Wikipedia as being an example of an application of an open source method. The next slide just summarizes the mysteries of open source. There's an economic and operational mystery, which basically says how can these communities even survive, let alone sometimes even thrive. Then there's also the success mystery, which says why do some open source software projects communities succeed while others fail? So the broader economic and operational mystery kind of sets the stage and motivation for this work, but it is the success mystery that we specifically address in the research. So the research objective, again, the general motivation of this research is to study this intriguing new phenomenon, the open source phenomenon, in search of its fundamental nature and how it might be extendable beyond software.
Good, I want to insert a footnote at this point.
Right.
And it's only a footnote that, you say about the mystery of open source, yet you consider this in comparison to market environments. But the whole notion of markets is itself fairly recent. I mean, Adam Smith is only 1776. And before that...
You've been studying history lately, I can tell.
Before that, all economics was basically hierarchical mandated. Markets versus hierarchies. So this might be the kind of third wave. And so this is only a footnote.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
By the way, I'm just in the parking lot now, so I'll be there in a moment.
You want to keep listening while you walk? You want to just wait till you get here? Rod?
Yeah?
Do you want to keep listening while you're walking, or do you want to just...
Yeah, I'll keep listening.
All right. This is mobile connections. By the way, Boo just got here. He's here.
Ah, good. He beat me.
As usual.
As usual.
You always beat me.
We're not going to start BV, are we? Okay. All right. So that's the research objective. The general one is to study this new phenomenon of open source, but specifically, the research objective is to investigate the relationship between social network structure of an open source software project community and the success of the community. Now, on the next page, we begin to start discussing the propositions by presenting the overall conceptual research model. And this shows the scope of the research and further defines what do we mean by social network structure and what do we mean by community success. And on the chart, which you can't see, but it shows community social network structure consisting of closure, bridging, and leader centrality. And those are three social network constructs that form the basis for these propositions. And I'll of course discuss those shortly. Those are seen as having a relationship and affecting community success, where success is measured in terms along two dimensions. One is a dimension of output, and the other is a dimension of activity. And output consists of basically the work products of the community, in this case, the production of software. So it's really the quantity of software produced. Activity involves activity.
I did. How are you? I'm listening to David Hinds.
Hi there, David.
Hi.
I just could wait here, so you're coming late.
All right, go ahead.
Monica.
That's close enough.
I think she thought this was actually the final defense.
She has to get over here and ask all her questions. I need to know all her questions now. I'll write them down on the board.
All these new possibilities of interacting.
I know, this is really good. All right. You want me to continue, or are you?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm on my way.
All right.
Would you want to take a 3-minute break? I'm just...
Yeah, let's do that. Right.
Okay.
Right there. Oh, he's going up the stairs. Virtual turns in his face.
Eyes of Laura Marsh. Eyes of Laura Marsh.
Eyes of Laura Marsh.
Eyes of Laura Marsh. She sees. She's able to see.
Oh, is that about
a murder? Through the eyes of the murderer.
Yes, right. I know of it. I haven't seen it.
I'm sure she's seeing herself
As a murderer?
Oh, she's getting murdered?
The murderer is coming to her. But it's the eye. But it's police time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I turn off this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not.
So, how are you?
Fine.
When are you planning to defend?
May, the end of May,
Okay. Back to back.
End of May?
20 or so.
Okay. So just before the holiday.
Yeah.
Who's on your committee?
Professor Lee,
Ron, yeah.
Professor Su Dong Hei in computer science, Calcic, and
Anastasia on your...
yeah, Anastasia.
Oh, she is officially
Right,
on your
right,
committee.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, she
That's
will-
good.
yeah,
So
she
you have a
will- she
really
will
good
come on.
committee.
Wasn't Deborah in your class?
Deborah too.
Okay, you have a good committee then. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe I should move.
Are you still there? David, continue. Can you hear me
That's
now?
right. It's called virtual to face-to-face transition.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Well, Mary Ann's going to remember this.
I hope you told her this wasn't defense, right?
No, I didn't.
You should have said.
I said, David is presenting, is the way I said it.
Okay.